Alright, John Oaks here with Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania location, and today we're going to go over another addition to our inventory, and this is a 1978 Ford F-100 Ranger Lariat pickup truck here. Now this truck, it's all metal, and again, this thing's in great condition for the year that it is and for the age that it is. All of your body trim and moldings that you see on this vehicle as we walk around, this is all the factory trim and moldings, which are all in really good condition on this vehicle. Now our F-100 here, it's done in a kind of a green metallic paint. It looks really, really nice for the vehicle. As we come back here, you're going to notice we've got those Ford F-100 Ranger Lariat emblems on this top cowl here for you on both sides, and you'll see that as we walk around. Like I mentioned, all of your body trim and moldings are all in great shape. You've got this drip rail molding here, that's in good condition too. These factory vent visors here that are on the side windows, those are in great shape too. Those are going to enable you to open your window a little bit, even if it's raining out, so that you don't get any rain in there, but get the ventilation in there too as well. You can see the glass here on the sides. This is tinted, and it's tinted with like a slight green tint to kind of help go along with the exterior of the vehicle. So whether you like it, whether you don't like it, that's the way that they did it. It kind of, you know, sets it off kind of nicer, I think. As far as our tow mirrors here, you've got them on both sides. All of the finish on all the arms and the backs of the mirrors themselves is in excellent shape. The glass on the mirrors in great shape too. Side windows, same thing. They're in good condition. There's no chips or cracks in that side window. Now, as far as wheels and tires, as you can see here, these were the factory aluminum slot wheels for this pickup truck. We've got the just the centers in them there, again, aluminum, and they've got the BFGoodrich rugged TA radial tires on them, 235, 75, 15s the whole way around. Treads in excellent shape on these. As we come back, you'll see our gaps and elevations on our door here. Those are all in really good condition too. You can see our door edge molding. That was factory door edge molding for this vehicle. We'll go ahead and open our door up. That way you get to look at the interior. Now again, it's the green interior, all cloth, bench seat up front. It does have the seat belts there. Of course, all your door panels and your carpeting and everything, that's all green. You do have the mahogany trim on the dash as well as the steering wheel there too. The factory shifter in there. All factory instrumentation in there, and they are all working. You've got the 8,000 RPM tack down there under the dash. Factory radio, factory heat and AC in this vehicle as well. Now you can see all of your weather stripping here and trim on the door, all your moldings. Those are all in great shape, and those are all going to seal up really nice. I failed to mention this vehicle was restored about 15 years ago. So again, all of this stuff would have been gone through and done at that time. So again, they did a real nice job of that. We'll go ahead and close this up. We'll finish walking around the driver's side here. Again, you'll see the bed sides on this, nice and straight the whole way back. You notice it does have the tonneau cover, and that is an X-Tang tonneau cover. It's got the snaps here in case you need to remove it easily and do away with that, so you can put something in the bed. This actually has the all steel tailgate here, all again in great shape. Your tail lights, the lenses, and the bezels around those still in good condition. It does have a custom roll pan down here, and then you'll notice it's got the factory hitch down there in case you want to hook a trailer up to it and take it around. Let's go ahead and open up our tailgate here. Again, it's tethered with the hinges there. It's not going to drop any lower than that. Inside here, it's got a nice rubber mat here. That's going to help protect that floor. Your bed sides from the inside here are in great shape. Got a set of floor mats in here too that go with the truck as well. They've got the back of the truck, the bed itself done here with the kind of like the rhino type lining for your bed liner there. You'll notice the rear window in the cab of the truck also. It is a sliding rear window that has also been tinted with that same green tint. Now we'll close this up. It actually closes easy there. So again, all of your emblems, all of your badging and so forth, all of the trim and moldings are still in all good shape back here. We'll walk around the passenger side, and again, you'll notice how nice and straight these bed sides are on this vehicle. Again, all of your trim and moldings are all in great shape. You'll notice that the exhaust does dump out just right in front of the rear tires here. And again, that is stainless exhaust too, so you can see it's polished up real nice. Again, you'll notice our gaps here on our door on the passenger side. Elevations and body lines all in line with one another here. Again, the mirrors for the tow mirrors on the passenger side, all in excellent shape. Same thing with our glass here on the passenger side. It's in good condition too, no chips or cracks. We'll open this door up, that way you get to see it from the passenger side. Again, the upholstery in this thing is really, really nice. No rips or tears in the seat. The carpeting all looks good with no fading or tears, and the dash itself looks to be in really good shape too. So we'll go ahead and close this up. And again, you see the door shut real nice and snug on it. Again, the matching emblems on the cowl there. It does have the antenna up there. And you'll notice it's got the fiberglass color matched sun visor as well. And it's got the cab lights up on top for you too to keep you well lit. As we come around the front, you've got the factory grille. This is all your bright work up here. It's polished up really nice for the age of the vehicle. You've got your headlights. These are aftermarket halogen bulbs up here. They're going to actually perform probably a little better than what your standard sealed beam units do. The grille itself is in great condition. Your marker lights or turn signals down there, the amber lenses, those are in good shape too. And the chrome front bumper there as well. Now again, this is the factory steel hood. We're going to go ahead and open this up now, but you can see how well that fits. Windshield looks to be good shape too. We're going to go ahead and open this now, and that way we can talk about what we have as far as the motor goes. Well, first and foremost, as soon as you open it up, you see the hood insulation, the under hood insulation. It's the reflective style, so that's going to keep your heat and everything all inside the engine compartment where it should be and not let it escape. Now, as far as your motor goes, this is a 351M or 351 modified. This is a crate motor that again was installed whenever this truck was restored about 15 years ago. So it is a fresher motor. You'll notice it's got the chrome Ford Motorsport air cleaner along with some chrome valve pan covers with breathers. It does have the power brakes and power steering, and you'll notice your power brake unit here. You've got the chrome master cylinder cover on that. As far as the intake goes, it's just your stock intake. Got a 4-barrel carburetor on it. All of your factory AC components are all here, all hooked up. You've got the factory style radiator along with your shroud and your fan down there too to help keep things cold. Now, as far as the exhaust on this vehicle, it is a long tube header, and we'll show you that on the underside video, emptying out into dual exhaust, going back to dual Dynamax mufflers, and then as I mentioned, it does dump out just ahead of the rear tires with the stainless tailpipes. As far as the rest of the driveline on this vehicle, we've got the T18 4-speed manual transmission. And then, of course, the rear end is a 9-inch Ford rear end. It's got a 350 gear in it, and it is the traction lock differential for that. So that's pretty much it for our Ford here, our 78 Ford F-100. We've been through the outside of it, inside and under the hood. Now we'll go ahead and get it on the lift so that we can take you through the underside. And then last but not least, we'll fire this motor up. That way you get to hear what this 351 sounds like. Alright, so we're standing underneath our 1970 Ford F-100 Ranger Lariat pickup truck here. So we're going to go through, as we do with all of our vehicles, front to back on this thing from the underside, checking out all of the steering, suspension, braking, all of your driveline, frame, and floors that we can see here. So starting at the front, as far as the suspension on this truck here, we've got the stock suspension, the double I-beam, or I don't know if they call it a wishbone suspension on these cars, but it's the independent I-beam front suspension, All of the bushings and so forth have been replaced. This whole entire vehicle, again, has been restored 15 years ago. And when they did that, obviously they've gone through this truck top to bottom, replaced all of the consumables on it, bushings, brakes, all of that stuff. So it's all in really great shape underneath here. The steering, it's a power steering vehicle. So all of your tie rods, the ball joints on everything, all of those have been replaced and in great shape. And again, rubber dust boot covers are all intact on everything. So it's going to keep the grease in, keep any dirt and debris out. As far as your brakes, we have power brakes on this vehicle also. And these are disc up front. And of course, we've got the drums out on the rear of the vehicle. Now, frame and floors on this thing, again, being that it's been restored 15 years ago and very well maintained since that period, you can see all of your frame is all nicely painted up. It's good and square and straight the whole way from front to back. Your floors are in incredible condition. I really don't see any patching whatsoever. You can see all of your stamping lines and molding marks on everything from front all the way back. Even your bed underside here is in good condition on this vehicle. Driveline, we will talk about that real briefly here. It's got a 351M. This is the 351 modified. This is a crate motor. Once again, this motor was put in here at the time of the restoration 15 years ago. So it is a fresher crate motor that's in here. We've got the T18 4-speed manual transmission. Of course, you've got your cross member here for the transmission and the tranny mount up here. Those are all in great shape. As far as the transmission, you've got your side cover here and everything. The cover is on for the flywheel, so no dirt and debris can get in there. The oil pan on the motor all the way around, nice and dry on that. Of course, this is a two-wheel drive truck, so you've got your drive shaft coming just to the back here. It is a balanced drive shaft, so it's going to eliminate any kind of vibration that you might have in that drive line. And then we end up here with the 9-inch Ford rear end. And this has a 350 gear in it. It is a traction lock diff, so that's going to provide you traction to both tires, so that you don't get, in any circumstances there where you just have one wheel spinning, it won't happen. As far as the rear suspension, we've got your multi-leaf rear suspension here. Nice set of shocks back here, just typical gas charged shocks. And then of course, out here on the rear, we've got our fuel tank here. It's in great condition. All of your mounting straps and hardware, once again, in tremendous condition. And it has a factory hitch back there. If you want to tow a little trailer or something behind you, you've got that option to do so. As far as exhaust system, long tube headers here you see coming down off of that 351M motor. Of course, you've got the dual pipes here, dual Dynamax mufflers, and then you can see the tailpipes here. Now, they do not go all the way to the back of the truck. They do have them turned here at 90 degrees and exiting out right in front of the rear wheel. However, these tailpipes here are stainless. They've been polished up really nice out here at the ends where you get to see them mostly. So again, it makes everything look very nice. And last but not least, we've got wheels and tires. These are 15-inch aluminum slot wheels. That would have been a factory wheel for this vehicle. And as far as the tires go, these are BFGoodrich Rugged Trail TAs. The size on these, let me just double check that real quick. These were 235/75 R15s. And again, that's all four of them, and the tread on all four are in great condition. So that's what we've got, top to bottom now. So we're going to go ahead and lower this off the lift now, open up the hood.